The sun was a hot orange ball in the sky. It shone down on the wide African savannah. The grass was long and yellow like a golden carpet. It stretched very, very far until it met the sky. A few flat-topped acacia trees stood alone. They looked like lonely green umbrellas in the heat. The air was still. It was heavy with the smell of dry earth and warm grass. Everything seemed quiet and peaceful under the big hot sun. This land was ancient and full of wildlife. Sometimes a gentle wind would blow. It made the tall grass whisper soft secrets. Tiny insects buzzed near the ground. A bright bird might fly quickly from one bush to another. Far away, perhaps, you could see a dark shape moving. It could be an antelope or a zebra. The savannah was a place of great beauty, but it was also a place of danger. Every creature had to be careful. Every sound could mean something important. Life here was a constant watch. Into this bright, hot world, a tiger moved. He was a magnificent animal, strong and powerful. His coat was orange with black stripes. These stripes helped him hide in the tall grass. He walked very slowly, very quietly. His big paws made no sound on the soft earth. His yellow eyes were sharp and focused. He was looking for something. He was a hunter, and he was hungry. The heat did not seem to bother him much. The tiger's muscles moved smoothly under his skin. He was low to the ground, a silent orange shadow. He could smell the air with his sensitive nose. He could hear the smallest rustle in the grass. He was born to hunt in places like this. The savannah was his kingdom, and he moved through it like a king. Today his hunt had begun. He needed food to live. His powerful jaws were ready. His sharp claws were hidden in his paws, waiting. Far across the plain, a group of giraffes stood. They were very tall, like living towers. Their long necks reached high up to eat leaves from the trees. Their coats had beautiful brown patches, like a map. They moved with a slow, gentle grace. They chewed their food slowly, looking around. Their big, dark eyes missed nothing. They were peaceful animals, enjoying the warm afternoon sun. The little giraffes stayed close to their mothers for safety. The giraffes had very good eyesight. From their great height, they could see for many miles. They watched the horizon for any sign of danger. A flick of an ear or a nervous stamp of a foot showed they were alert. Even while eating, they were always watchful. The savannah was full of predators. Lions, hyenas, and leopards were always a threat. The giraffes knew they had to be careful. Their height was a good defense, letting them spot trouble early. They trusted their eyes and their long legs. The tiger, hidden in the grass, saw the giraffes. They were far away, but his hunter's eyes were keen. He stopped moving. He watched them for a long time. The giraffes were busy eating. They did not know he was there. He was downwind from them, so they could not smell him. The sun was behind him, making him harder to see. He began to plan his hunt. He had to get much closer. This would be a difficult task. The tiger started to move again. He was even slower now, more careful. Each step was measured. He used every bush, every dip in the land for cover. The grass swayed around him, hiding his striped body. He kept his eyes fixed on the giraffes. He needed to pick one target. A young or a weak giraffe would be easier. The tension began to build in the quiet air. The sun beat down. The hunter crept closer and closer to the unsuspecting giants. One old giraffe suddenly stopped chewing. It lifted its head high. Its ears twitched. It stared hard in the direction of the long grass. Something was not right. It could not see anything, but it felt a change. A small, nervous snort came from its nose. The other giraffes noticed. They too stopped eating. They looked around, their long necks turning like periscopes. A feeling of worry spread through the small herd. They became very still, listening and watching. The tiger froze when he saw the giraffes become alert. He was still far, but they were suspicious. He waited perfectly still, blending with the yellow grass. He hoped they would relax again, but the giraffes remained nervous. They began to shift their weight from one foot to another. One young giraffe made a soft, anxious sound. The big bull giraffe moved slightly forward, trying to see better. The moment for stealth was ending. The tiger knew he had to act soon. Then, the tiger decided. He burst from the grass like an orange flash. He ran with incredible speed. His powerful legs ate up the ground. The giraffes saw him now. They turned and ran. Their long legs were clumsy at first. Then they found their rhythm. They galloped away, surprisingly fast for such big animals. Dust flew up from their hooves. The peaceful scene was now full of action and fear. The chase had begun across the open plain. The tiger did not chase the whole herd. He focused on one giraffe. It was a younger one, a little smaller than the others. It was running hard, but the tiger was gaining on it. The young giraffe looked back in panic. Its mother tried to stay near, but the tiger was too fast. The sound of thundering hooves and the tiger's heavy breathing filled the air. It was a race for life. The sun watched the dramatic scene unfold below. The tiger was very close now. Its claws were out. It was ready to leap onto the young giraffe's back. The young giraffe stumbled, its legs tired. It seemed like the hunt was over. The other giraffes had stopped running. They watched from a short distance, full of distress. They could not help. The mother giraffe made a sad, low sound. The air was thick with suspense and the smell of fear. The hunter was about to claim its prize. Suddenly, something amazing happened. The biggest bull giraffe, the leader of the herd, turned back. He was huge and strong. He ran towards the tiger and the young one. He did not look scared. He looked angry. He placed his massive body between the tiger and the frightened young giraffe. He stood tall, a brave protector. The tiger, surprised by this bold move, skidded to a stop. It had not expected such courage from a giraffe. It snarled, unsure what to do next. The bull giraffe did not wait. He swung his long, powerful neck. His heavy head could be a dangerous weapon. He also kicked out with his strong front legs. A kick from a giraffe could break bones. The tiger jumped back, avoiding the blows. It was a fierce standoff. The hunter became the hunted for a moment. The tiger was confused. This was not how hunts usually ended. The bull giraffe stood firm, ready to fight for the young one. Then a new sound shattered the air. It was a deep, loud roar. It was not the tiger's roar. It was much bigger, much more powerful. It echoed across the entire savannah. Everyone froze. The tiger's ears went up. The giraffes stood like statues, their eyes wide with new fear. What made that sound? It was a great unknown danger. The tiger looked towards the sound, then back at the giraffes. The fight was forgotten. Slowly, carefully, the tiger backed away. It turned and disappeared into the tall grass. The giraffes huddled together, safe for now, but still very alert. An uneasy calm settled over the hot plains.